To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon.
Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to be talking about SBC trading. Now, as you guys know, squad building challenges are released throughout the game, throughout the whole FIFA. EA releases specific requirements for the squad building challenges. In return, they give you specific rewards. Now, there are promos that bring out very good SBCs that people like and they want to complete, and once that happens, a lot of the players in game start buying these cards, and once they buy these cards to put them in the SBCs as a requirement to get better rewards out, they basically raise the price of specific cards because they get discarded from the market. Now, specific cards that you can target are the 83s and the 84s gold cards. Now, I didn't like them that much this year because there was a lot of hype involved in it. Everybody on Twitter, every single trader kept talking about 83, 84 rated cards. On my Patreon specifically, I told people to focus on other specific investments because I know while there was some profit to be made on these cards, the time of the exact return of the investment was unknown, so that's why we didn't go specifically on the 83s, 84s that often. What we did is we probably bought the fullbacks, maybe 82 rated, 81 rated as well. Those were they were fluctuating a lot, specifically if they were from the top 5 leagues or the top 5 nations, the top 10 nations that they could link up to, so they can get a better chemistry requirement for the SBC. But basically the fullbacks are a specific target card that I do believe works really well throughout the whole year. Even the higher rated ones, for example, the Carvajal card or Roberto card, which was right back, those cards are specifically really good as they fluctuate a lot. They don't go down much, but there are times when there are SBC requirements that they just fly up to 15k or something from 5, 7k. The Roberto's price was pretty steady around 7k, but whenever it touched 7 to 5k, if you bought him at that price range, you would have made almost guaranteed profit when there was an SBC requiring specific cards. So rather than 83, 84s where you stock up, you go unassigned in your trade pile, I always recommend to go in specific cards, like right backs, fullbacks, or maybe even 86 plus rated gold cards. We have had a lot of luck investing in those as well this year. Now, we have been monitoring the patterns. When I say we, I'm talking about the Patreon and the people who support my channel over in the Discord. When we look at these specific trends, we always try to locate what a low point could be. There was always like an up and down trend. It was throughout the year from 20 to 25k of value between 86 rated cards. So you knew if you just bought them at 20k, like if you bought a lot of these cards at that specific price, you know that they're gonna go to 25k of value. Later on in game, they go slightly down and down. They went down to 18k, then they rose up to 23k. But there's always like 5k of profit when you can make on these sort of specific cards. They're now towards the end of the game, they also fell to like 15k. Specifically, special cards that aren't supplied anymore, go to those values. You know, you have to pick them up because if they're not supplied anymore, an example was like a team of the group stage Jacko or Champions League card Jacko. If they weren't supplied anymore, there's less supply, and when they get inputted in specific SBCs, they get higher in value as they get rarer and rarer on the market. So this is the thing you guys have to also note. Always better to go into specific special cards. Now, there are also player of the month investments, which they are released as SBC. I'm going to talk this into tomorrow's video, the next video that's coming up, just because I do think that is a bit more specific. But if you're looking into informs, the 84s, 83s, and 85s, in my opinion, are the biggest money makers. Even the 80 rated ones though, when there are lower rated requirements and there are good SBCs, there were some throughout the year. For example, I believe Torreira, the Footmas SBC card, was such an example where if you bought the informs at like 9.9k and if they had a really good link up, the 80 rated informs, even the 79 rated informs, they went up to 14, 15k at that specific time. So if you bought a lot of them, you made a lot of coins back in that specific period. I always recommend getting some of the discard informs for the minimum value and store them in your club. What we do on our Patreon, the rule number 1 is whenever an inform is at their discard price, you buy it and you store it in the club. No matter what happens, no matter how, doesn't matter, like anything, nothing matters. You store that card in the club, because sometime progressing throughout FIFA, there's going to be a time when that card is probably going to be 5 to 10k higher in value and you're going to sell it, and it doesn't matter. It's just storing the long-term investments. While investing 9k coins is not that much, because you can make 9,000 coins in a matter of minutes on this market while sniping or something like that. So while you do that, you invest in the future. Now the next one, SBC trading, will be a player of the month investing. But before getting into that video tomorrow, I just want to let you know that the 89, 88 rated gold cards were really good, profitable buy at the start of the game last year. I don't know for exactly what value David Silva went, but I know I made a lot of profit on it. I do believe he went out, like the 89 rated went out to like 20 something, from 20k to something like, I don't know, 40, 45. Like it was mad. He almost doubled in price. So if at the start you see specific high, really high rated cards, really low, they're gonna be SBC values, so focus on those. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions in the comments. I'm here to help, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.